Hi, this is Marmuthu Kannivadi. So today we are going for live for bhopal tragedy. It's a lesson learned for safety. Worldwide, the Bhopal tragedy is one of the major incidents happened. The long environmental issues as we are seeing. This environmental incident is a most important lesson. Every safety professional must know it. So the laws and lot of areas still needs to improve and needs to think about it. So this Bhopal gas tragedy is one of the major area. Still we are talking about that incident. Why we are talking means that much lesson we have learned. From that point only the safety emerged in the major industrial form. You see, today December 3 is the Bhopal gas tragedy day happened 2 to 3. So this will be the major area of concerns. Actually, the location is for 1984. The date December 2 to 3, 1984 in Bhopal. It happened this Bhopal gas tragedy. This is a lesson learned in safety. Everyone has to think about things because we are doing the safety things, but whether we are really concerned about the safety, whether we are really taking more efforts for the safety, because small micro changes, micro observations, all the micro areas become the macro when it's come to the accidents or incidents. That's why the safety is important. When you are observing every day and inspecting every day, auditing every day, that will be the asset. When you are making carelessness, small carelessness, that will make the big accidents like a Bhopal gas tragedy. So this happened in 1984, December 2 to 3. The location is in Bhopal, where the leak of methyl isocyanide, MCC. So methyl isocyanide is the main culprit where it's leaked from the fertilizer industry and plant. That will be the main area, because when you see the Bhopal gas tragedy, still when you are not properly maintained, when you are not properly checking the inspections, auditing and the safety things, then anytime it will happen anywhere in the world. Because of this Bhopal gas tragedy, lot of lives, lot of environmental issues. Still that Bhopal incidents, the environmental effects still there. Still lot of problems are going on because of genetic problems. Because of that gas gave that much impact in that area. So, whenever you have an incident like this, you must learn it. That is called lesson in safety. Wherever, whether it's a small accidents, big accident, small incidents, or major incident, it's not a matter. What you lesson learned from that. The lesson learning is very important. When you are concentrating in that lesson, then only you can improve the safety standards. Otherwise, it's very difficult. So, for improving the safety standards, you have to learn from the incidents, accidents, and near misses. So, here the methyl isocyanide is the culprit where the all this incident happen, what will be the impact? The impact is immediate death of 3,000 people plus. So after releasing this methyl isocyanate gas from the fertilizer plant, immediately 3,000 people died, plus people died. And long-term health issues like respiratory, eyes, neurological disorders because of genetical disorders. It's all continuous process happened at there. So that will be the long-term effect. That is health issues, respiratory, eyes, neurological disorders. Then environmental damage. Because of this methyl isocyanate released from the fertilizer plant, there is much environmental impact in that. That impact is soil, water, contamination. Contamination of methyl isocyanate. Because of the soil, water contaminated, it's spreaded over and over years. Still some genetical issues, genetical problems. The generation after generation they are facing, the newborn childs become the abnormal organ growth, abnormal genetical problems, abnormal overall health issues. It's all still the people facing because one day someone made a mistake. That mistake leads to the soil and water contamination. That soil and water contamination in the environment, it's passing generation after generation. Then what will be the cause? What will be the cause? This is poor maintenance. So this bhopal gas tragedy itself with the boiler not properly maintained. There should be proper maintenance checklist for anything. The safety department has to monitor these things. If the safety department properly inspect, audit and also the proper maintenance not done, then one day there will be an explosion. And this explosion will make everyone feel very bad. So that's why this poor maintenance of the boilers and all the equipments there in the fertilizer factory. Then lack of safety standards. Up to that time, there is no proper standard, safety standard in that company. They are just focused on production. So because of that production issues, they forget about the safety standards. Then the safety standards, once it's forgotten, then it leads to big accidents. Then inadequate emergency report, or we can say lack of safety standards, then inadequate emergency report. Inadequate. So, in case of emergency, what will be the problem? We can say the emergency preparedness and response. For each and every factory, they must have a proper emergency preparedness and response procedure. Based on that procedure, they have to do it emergency evacuation drills, either 6 months once or yearly once, based on the risk levels. So if they didn't concentrate on the emergency response, then that will also be one of the major problem from this gas plant tragedy. So that's why inadequate emergency response also, if somebody have already practiced the emergency scenarios in that area, in that company, if someone ringing the bell, alarm, if the continuously the bell ringing, then what will be the actions? What will be the response time? So that's why that all the organization asked to go for emergency preparedness procedures and the emergency evacuation drills. See, if they properly did the emergency evacuation drill, then this kind of lessons may be this kind of problem may be avoided, or the death fatality may be reduced. The impact may be reduced. Then lessons. What lessons we can learn from this Bhopal gas tragedy? That's very important, because each and every safety professional, they must know what is the problem. In each accident, they have to learn, whether it's a life or factory or any organization. You have to learn from the mistakes. You have to learn from whatever near misses happen, accident happens, and incident happens. You have to learn. So when you are learning, then only you can improve the safety standards. Otherwise, it's difficult to improve the safety standards. So, for improving the safety standards, you must have a proper safety protocols, strict protocols. Whatever your safety standards are there, you have to follow it in a safety strict protocols. Okay, you have to use only 3 steps. Then human error also one concern in this gas plant tragedy. When you are keeping on using the humans full night without giving break, then the mind will get distracted. If the mind get distracted, then this kind of incident will happen. Human error is a major issue. When you are not concentrating about the person, humans' behavior changes or their way of approach. If you are not concentrating, then it will make you big accidents. That's why we are talking about the BBS, behavior-based safety. Why this behavior safety? If you are continuously giving the workers for 12 hours duty or 24 hours duty continuously, then that will make definitely accidents. So that's why make 8 hours duty and give proper way of approach and sufficient intervals, sufficient rest, and behaviors is very important. Someone is having the shortcut behavior and is always anger or rigid means maybe it leads to the accidents. That's why we are concentrating about the behavior-based safety and concentrating to eradicate the human error problem. Human error also one of the major reasons for the Bhopal gas tragedy. That's why people thinking about to improve safety standards worldwide now they are concentrating the BBS. So strict safety protocols. Then the emergency preparedness. As I said, based on this one, this company don't have a proper emergency preparedness and response procedures, and they didn't done drills. That also one major problem for 3,000 people died because of these incidents. Then we have so corporate accountability. Corporate accountability means whether top management and the entire corporate group concerned about the safety. If they are concerned about the safety means what's their actions in this? If they properly audited, if they properly inquired and properly inspected the areas, whether the top management given the proper responsibility for the safety, if they have given this kind of accident not happened. So that's why the corporate accountability also questioned. So these are the lessons. Strict safety procedures required, emergency preparedness required, and corporate accountability is very important. Top management is always responsible for safety. Safety is everyone's responsibility, not a single person. You cannot tell that he is a safety person, he has to do the safety. It's not like that. The safety is everyone's responsibility. Even operation, HR, purchase, Everyone has to take the responsibility. The safety people will monitor, inspect, and give the proactive guidelines and procedures. But when it comes to the safety point of view, the safety is everyone's responsibility. Everyone has to take care of the industry. Everyone take care of themselves. Everyone take care of the overall safety things. That is the way of approaching the safety. Safety, if everyone it's okay, then there is no problem of accidents, incidents. Then if the pointing and blaming one department, it leads to the issues. It's not the problem of safety, it's a problem of the people. The safety is telling that you have to follow for everyone equal. But when the people are concentrating their work and blaming some safety departments, then it's totally waste. So safety is everyone's responsibility, and everyone needs to care about their PPEs, their procedures, whether they are following PPEs and procedures or following or not. That is the question. If they are not following means, then penalty will be imposed. So the lessons learned, the strict safety procedure, wherever there, the safety procedures, there is no compromising this. And then emergency preparedness and response. The corporate top management and top people always need to motivate the safety department and safety people to avoid these kind of accidents. That is the main core area when it comes to the safety. So, bhopal tragedy is a methyl isocyanide. So, this is a plant area. So, where low maintenance boiler, then worked long shift. So it's a human error. He tired. Human error. That is this long shift working worker became tired. Then low maintenance of boiler. Then it's made methyl isocyanide gas leakage. Because of methyl isocyanide leaked here, then immediately around the factory area and outside environment, 3,000 people plus died. Because there is no proper emergency preparedness and response plan for this organization. There is no proper BBS in this organization. There is no proper corporate management in this office. So these all made immediately people not able to evacuate or not able to go out to save them. So normally each and every company, now we have prepared the emergency drills for assembly point one side, assembly point here, then people go out in case any problem, assemble there outside. But there is no procedure here, this emergency preparedness and response. People are dying here and there by getting this methyl isocyanide as a gas leak. It goes to the respiratory system and died. So this made 3,000 people plus. So once the boiler breakdown is one of the major issue, so the safety is concerned. There is no strict safety protocols. There is no proper checking of boilers. Safety standards, inspections, auditing not properly done in boiler. And human error, that time there is no BBS. So the properly human not managed, human errors not concentrated in this. As a top management not given safety, importance and accountability. Who will be the accountability for this accident? Who will be the accountability for the safety department? So these things not ignored. It means whoever working as a safety professional or safety department worldwide, you have to take responsibility. You have to give the importance for the inspections. You have to important for the human error like BBS. Then you have to important for the maintenance. Each and every equipment needs the maintenance. How we are talking about our sleeping, eating, drinking, same like each and every equipment required. If they are not properly maintained, stop the work and do the maintenance and continue the work. That will be the proper way of working. So lesson learned from the bhopal gas tragedy is very, very important. It's talking about the bhopal episode, talking about the number one, emergency, the safety protocols, strict safety protocols. Then number two, emergency procedures, drills and evacuation. Strict emergency procedures, drills, evacuation required. Then number three, BBS, concentrate on BBS, behavior based safety, about the human errors and human characters, stage characters. Then number four, corporate accountability. Accountability. Who will be the responsible for the safety maintenance? Who will be responsible for the overall safety standards? So top management has to take the responsibility from the safety department. If the safety department is directly report to the top management, safety department needs to report directly to the top management. That will be the accountability. So he always needs this top management always needs to get the report from the safety department about whatever going around it. And then all the drills must be conducted in a proper regular intervals. So these are the lessons learned from the bhopal tragedy, gas tragedy. It's one of the major occupational health and safety and environmental incident happened in India, Bhopal. That's a lesson learned worldwide. Still we are talking about that tragedy. It's happened in 1984 in Bhopal, but still there is a problem of genetic problems, and the cases are still there. Lot of cases are going on. So the safety professional, you always need a proactive safety, not reactive safety. If you are proactive, then you will prevent this kind of accident forever for any organizations. So make sure you are following proactive safety and BBS and proper safety standards and emergency procedures. And you and top management always required accountability. So thanks for watching this Bhopal tragedy. That's December 3, 1984. It's happened. So still we are talking. It's a lesson learned. You can for every accidents, incidents, near misses, you have to discuss with your team, your organization about what lesson you learned, so that will improve the safety standards. So thanks for watching, and still you need to subscribe this channel for all the HSE trainings and informations. Like and share it. and support the channel for more trainings. Thank you very much. We will see some other live. Thank you.